Hello good people, it's me David. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day. This video will be about the first 9 exercises that I use to train people to do first. Now each week I actually go through and do 28 different exercises, but you don't want to complicate it too early on. What you really want to do is, number one, get the body to develop. You can't just turn on the body. It takes a while to get the neurons to fire through to the muscles to start working for people. It does take a while, a few months to get that process happening. And also, it builds the foundation. You can't go anywhere without a foundation. It's like building a house. If you haven't poured the cement and you don't have the iron rigging, the iron bars in the cement, it's just going to crack. You need to have the right foundation. So without doing these first, I found it's a little bit difficult for people to go on and do more. Okay, so I put these on my Google Classroom, and the first one will be the dumbbell bench press. Now, some of you might say, hey, dumbbells? No, they should use the machines to start off with. This is where I have an issue with people, with trainers saying, I get people to use machines first. Well, you have to think to build not just the direct, but also the indirect muscles. Yeah, the indirect muscles are the muscles that support the main muscles being worked. A lot of the machines are not super helpful with that. So get people to use the dumbbells. Now, there's another thing to mention. People usually then try to lift as heavy as they can on the machines first. But then when they try dumbbells, they can't lift the same. That is because the dumbbells act differently. It's a little bit more of an intense exercise. So what I like to do is start off with a really light weight for people. So to give you an example, my maximum weight for the dumbbell bench press for me that I can actually do is I can do 130 pounds. You know, when the dumbbell goes almost back to the shoulder, like I'm probably half an inch off the shoulder. I can't actually go back, but I usually just do 100 pounds. I do 12 to 15 reps. So that's what, 45 kilograms? Okay. Now, and if those weights are taken, I use the 110s, which is 50 kilograms. Now, I'm 235 pounds, 6 foot, just a tad under 6'3", and I have a pretty low body fat, very muscular. But if somebody came along and was 6'4" and 275 pounds, and it's their first time in a gym, I wouldn't start them off at 100 pounds. I'd start them off on 30 pounds. And you know what? They'll be saying, this is so light. You go, yeah, that's okay. Make sure the form is correct. Okay? You can watch my video on it. There should be a Google Classroom link. Go check it out. They'll also put on a Google Word document. Okay. So dumbbell bench press will be definitely the first. Okay. Next one will be cable rows. Dual cable or single cable won't really matter right now. But again, what you want to do is you want to get the form correct. Now, a lot of people, when they use the row machine, or when they do the cable rows, they really fling their back, forward and backwards. I try to limit the motion of that back. Try to keep it pretty stable, straight up, or maybe just a little bit declined. So again, start off with a really low weight, because a lot of people who fling their back forward and backwards, yeah, it can do 65 kilograms, but when they hold their back tight, keep it fairly upright, with this maybe just a slight decline, or they're lifting maybe 30 kilograms, okay, and you've just got to really think. Stop throwing your back around first. Get the form right. Keep your back quite steady. Keep it quite. Keep it as straight as you can. Okay. Now, another one is, and it's normally a pretty basic one, dumbbell curls. This is for the forearms and the biceps. Okay. A lot of people will break it into 1/3. What is it called? 3 7s, 7 7 7. I think I have a video on that. But really, just make sure you go all the way down. Keep about a fifth. Just don't straighten the arm. Just when it's all the way down on the ground. Just when it's almost down towards the ground, just keep it a little bit bent so you've still got some resistance, and then just go all the way up. So it's working the forearms and the biceps. I do that, and if you ever see my forearms, they're very veiny and they're very big. So dumbbell curls are really good exercise. Now again, we could use the barbell, the long bar, but I want to get people developing indirect muscles as quickly as possible. Okay? And getting them engaged as quickly as possible. That's more important than anything else. Now, while we're talking about arms, triceps, tricep extensions. Cable, I think works good, but also you could also try skull crushers, lying tricep extensions. Now, this is an area where I would use the barbell. If you're doing it on the bench and you're lying down, because it's a little bit of an awkward exercise, and you can't really be fully in visual control of it the whole way through the motion. So for people, it's a lot easier to start off with the long bar, with the barbell. But if I had to choose, I would definitely choose the cable tricep extensions. I've got 100 videos on doing that. And it's just to round out the arms very well, because if we're working, if we're doing dumbbell curls, then we should also be working the forearms and the biceps. We should also work just the back, which is the tricep muscle. Hanging leg raises. Now, you might want to do decline crunches or just some crunches. But what I find works really well is, and now this one is a little bit difficult for some people who might be old or overweight or not strong enough, but you can still try to do them. You can go as far as you can. You can either hang and on the cable machine, and just across the long bar. I might make a video just to show what I mean. Just hang yourself up and try to lift your legs as far up as you can, and do that as many times as you can. I always say for people, just try to get to 3 at the beginning, then go do something else, then come back in 10 minutes, do another 3. Just keep doing this. It's a really good exercise. If you can't, then use the one that has the padding on the back, and you'll just put your arms in an armrest and lift your legs up. But whatever it is, leg raises, whatever machine you choose, leg raises is very good, not just for the abdominal muscles, but also the side of the abdomen, the oblique muscles as well. Barbell squats. Now, you don't really need to put any weight on this. When I do barbell squats, I don't put weight on it. I'm actually really doing it just to strengthen the core. You can use 2 dumbbells like this, but the barbell's pretty good. It's very good for balancing. You get a really good balance out of it. I would just tell people just to do 5 sets of 12 reps with just the bar. Now let me just tell you something. Why I do this. My obliques are now ripped. The muscles are coming through. The tendons are coming through. Right. I was just checking it out at the gym. I do linear leg press, 1,200 pounds. I do leg extensions and leg curls. They're both 250 pounds. Hack squat is like 800 pounds. My legs aren't big, so I don't inject myself with anything. But I use the barbell squats as a core exercise, and what I've noticed is even after I've done all my other leg exercises over the week, because I don't do leg day, I sort of mix everything up. What I've found is whenever I do this at the end, if I have some free time, my core tightens. Like I can just see it happening, and it's probably because I've been at the gym now for more than a year. There's a quicker reaction time to the exercises I'm doing. Okay, so just doing these squats with the bar gets the core work. It's also great for the quad muscles, the leg muscles. It's good for the abdominal muscles, your 6-pack. Good for the obliques, the side of the obliques. It's just overall an unbelievable exercise. And if someone seriously went to the gym every day and did 100 reps of just the barbell squats, they'd have a really great lower core and probably a 6-pack at the end of a month. And sorry, I got something in my throat. Other one would be calf raises. You don't want your legs to be small. You want them to be big, and you also want your calves to be big. Calf raises. I just use the linear leg press at about 1,000 pounds for calf raises. But you can also use the calf raise machine. Again, the weight doesn't matter. Don't even have to put weights on it for the first 3 months. Just get the muscles working and get the neurons firing into the right muscles to get them to contract. It helps build the overall leg conditioning and toning for further building of the body. Okay, so with just the squats and calf raises, the legs, the quads will start looking really good. Arnold press, those shoulders. Just get the dumbbell and just lift up. I do 90 pound, start with 9 pounds. That's going to be enough. Sorry, I do 70 pound. Well, actually, no, I do 60 pound, 65 usually. But I can do 90. It's a bit too much, I think. But start off with just 10 pounds. Just get that action going correctly. And I've got all the videos that they're going to be given to you to show you how to do it really well. And the other one is the lateral pull downs. That's basically for the lats in the back. Just pull down. Okay. Again, the cable machine with just the long bar. I prefer the handles to be in. Some people might prefer the long bar. It doesn't really matter which way. I just like the handles to be for my arms to be like this. Okay. Now, when I do both the cable rows and lateral pull downs, I actually used a narrow a narrow bar first and then a wide bar. So I get a much broader workout. But if you're just starting out, get the middle-sized one. Say you're getting an you're getting an overall workout. But if you watch my videos, you'll see you might choose to ask people to do both a narrow and wide bar. But really, just get them using the medium one, so they're still getting a really good workout. Really helps build the back. So they're the first 9 exercises. They're all going to be made available to you if you look below. Get going with them. And next we'll talk about an actual training plan. So anyway, hopefully that's been helpful for everybody, and have a fantastic day. Bye for now.